Hello everybody, today I'd like to share with you this CREE 4-flow LED bulb. Now I also have the soft white version of this, but here is the daylight version. So we'll see what this is like as well. Of course here, CREE used a different design than their standard ones with the big heat sink at the bottom and the LED at the top. This is probably, I think, maybe their second generation. I don't know. It's hard to find these. I finally was able to get to a Home Depot where I can actually find these things and picked some up. So as you can see, what they're doing is they have vents at the bottom and top, and they're using just heat rising to circulate and cool itself that way. So that's a pretty unique design. And one of the things I noticed when I first picked these up in store is that it's super light. It's not heavy like any of the other LEDs. It's almost as light as a standard incandescent. And we'll see that in a minute. Anyway, let's take a look at the packaging. We can see that it's a 5000K daylight replacement. It uses only 10 watts and replaces a 60 watt incandescent bulb. We can see here some other information about the bulb itself. On the back, we can see here they're comparing it to a standard LED, which isn't very fair because a standard LED would actually put a little bit more light out top because that's where the LEDs are facing, but they're trying to sell a product, so they're going to make this one look better. We can see the lighting facts. Some more information down here. You can pause if you want to read that. More information off to the side. And that's the back of the packaging. Pretty basic, and one of the interesting things I like about their packaging is they tell you how to open it super easy. It just says tear here, so let's go ahead and do that. This comes down, and you can basically, once you undo that, pull the bulb out, just like so. So there's the packaging, set that off to the side, and you just take this plastic off of either side, set that over there, and there's the bulb itself. Now, as previously mentioned, I can't get over how light this is. I think it's even lighter than a CFL. I'd say it is lighter than a CFL, and here we have a standard incandescent bulb to compare it to. So if you try to line up the bases, we can see it's just a little bit taller than a regular incandescent. It's also a little bit bigger in diameter than a regular incandescent, but it's so close to a regular A19 incandescent that if I didn't have another one next to it, I would say it's the exact same size. But it's pretty nice. It's a little bit heavier, of course, but it's almost just as heavy as a regular 60 watt incandescent bulb. This is actually just a basic GE 60 watt soft white. It's pretty old, but it still does the job, so that's what we're going to be comparing it to. So let's take a closer look at this bulb. We can see the vents here to let the heat flow up and through. You have vents at the bottom, of course, as well. In the inside, you can see the little yellow dots there are the LEDs. I believe there's 8 of them in there. And then there's that circular thing right there, and below that are the LEDs, and that's what tries to direct light up and in other directions as well. So that's a pretty neat design. I really like it. It's really unique. So let's go ahead and screw it into our socket here, and next to it we will put our standard incandescent bulb so we have something to compare it to. There we go. Let's turn off our main light here and turn it on. So one of the first things you'll probably notice is that this is daylight, and of course an incandescent bulb is not daylight, but an incandescent bulb is full spectrum, has all the colors there. This is more on the bluish side than the soft white is, as the soft white is 2700K, and this is 5000K. But in some applications I do like a daylight bulb, so it's very nice to have. So here you can see it definitely does equal the same brightness as a regular incandescent bulb. There's no doubt about that. You see just a regular filament there. We'll flip it around. So it definitely is the same brightness. Let's go ahead and turn it off. We'll take our incandescent bulb out and put our LED right in the middle here. There we go. Let's turn it back on. I'm going to hold it up here. Let's put something under it. Okay, so I'm holding the bulb on its side, and I'm going to twirl it around. And with some LEDs, you'll notice where the LEDs are, because some areas will be a little bit brighter than others when you do this. But it seems to be pretty even, so they did a pretty good job of that. Let's face it directly down, base up. And you can see some little areas there where the light shines through the vents. But that's not a big deal. If I'm not moving it, you don't really notice it. But I'm moving it so you can notice it a little bit better. And we'll hold it base down. And you can also see a little bit of the vent there as well. Not bad at all. And it is, as previously mentioned, definitely equals a 60-watt incandescent bulb. No doubt about that. Doesn't get hot at all. Of course, it hasn't been on very long, but still doesn't get very hot because of its design. Inside you can see the LEDs underneath that circular refractor there. They're up in there. Kind of hard to see, but they're in there. So anyway, it's a really good LED bulb. I'm really impressed by it. It has very nice even lighting. It's really light. It's not heavy at all. And it's instant on, of course, so there's nothing wrong there. So I really hope you enjoyed this video of the CREE 4-flow LED bulb. Let's turn this off. There we go. Much better. Once again, I hope you enjoyed, and also please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.